I've racked my brain. It doesn't make any sense to me.
And from Japan, Hideki Matsuyama.
You can do so many different things with the golf ball.
Not going to be happy whatsoever with that one.
So not an easy putt for speed either.
Pretty well done, all in all.
5 at the time, and it was the 25th win by a player in his 20s on the tour that season. They were running rampant. And as Tony gets that one down in 2.
Second and third, and chances to win that he hasn't converted, that it's got to be, even for as positive a guy as Tony is, it's got to be chewing on it.
That's going to curl in there. That's right in that range where Hovland was. Might not see one better than that today.
One has had more highs than anyone else lately, and the other's had more lows.
There's no question it's...
Runs the risk, I mean, could be on a great line. Runs the risk of squeezing between the left bunkers, and there's a pond that's in front of 13T back there. This is just a little 3-finger driver here.
Sure was. He took a little off at John and just landed softly. Shot 64 and said, that's the first time I've ever gone low. But you know, he did miss the short putt on the first playoff hole. You know, I nearly think it's a lazy narrative if we say at some point he's going to break through and win. You know, I know there's a desire to win, but at some point when you have to make those putts, he made a lot of putts coming down the stretch. Unfortunate. Got in the bunker, John, and has landed in the flat part of it, like where he's aiming.
So the prudent play from both gentlemen there. Took it right over the top of the flagstick and pulled it back. That's a good lead. We saw Hovland and Reed convert from that area down there.
He's left it in a great spot underneath the hole. 6.5 feet. Well, there's 3 straight.
Here's Finau back at the par 3.
Back into a pretty stiff wind now, and well, the wind's eating that one up.
Leaderboard, that's where we stood after 18 holes with Simpson and Fitzpatrick as the overnight co-leaders. Here's Tony Finau, who currently shares the lead with Cameron Smith.
You saw John Rahm's poor pitch shot. I would give that one mediocre for Finau.
Not his best pitch, and now this is a tough little downhiller for his par.
Keep the momentum. That's a great save.
Ooh. I agree. It's just a matter of comfort at that point. How much are you comfortable biting off? This is a really neat little shot. A little low bullet cut from Finau.
All these great players have that go-to shot. They can know it's going to go a certain direction.
I believe he's hit the other one.
Yes, he has. And we had a great vantage point from behind him there, John. And he had, you look at his lines here, he's aimed in the center of the green. But just watch that face through impact. Loves to hit the cut. And from here, as you go through, look at him with the left arm, sort of a little bit more like Jordan Spieth.
Kind of hard for a dog to turn into a cat, though.
It's a good point.
You see Finau clean up his birdie putt. Ties Cameron Smith at the top at -8.
3 wood here, John, seems the prudent play.
And this is actually at the bunker. This is might need to get down. Very conservative.
295 to get to the bunker. Ball landed softly enough back into the wind. Well, it was pulled. You deal off the club, flies further, and that will be an interesting birdie attempt. Yes, we got a good look looking down on the green here, John, and from 60 feet. But there's no change of grain. The sheen of the grass looks identical all the way down there. All in all, really not too bad.
Such nice mechanics. Keeps everything still, just the shoulders rock. This is just needs to get down, I think.
It took a hard bounce.
About 215 to the front. Boy, he was able to get a lot of air underneath that. It's just at the right edge of the green.
Yeah, it's going to be just fine. You heard the contact. I like that downhill lie out of the rough.
Landed on the other side.
Thought it landed on the other
Helped him
side.
to get to his
Like
left
he blocked by
side.
that sign, I think.
And with that in your mind, you can also very easily come up way short. Oh, this is incredible. That is just a fantastic putt.
Jeez.
Finau with a great third shot. Clean up for his birdie to get to -9.
No time for the lead. Gorgeous, gorgeous lag putt.
Another 3 feet, and that thing falls right back down off to the back fringe. I mean, that's so good.
That ties the lead and puts him at 5 under for his round.
You know, Robert, it occurs to me, looking at this tee, that if they want to make this golf course even longer, they can go back. They've got room.
It's already 482. That since 482, unless it's got a par 5 on next to it, just sends chills up my spine.
190, a little wind hurting out of the left.
Ruh-roh.
Now Finau with his bunker shot.
Blade wide open. Oh, that is delicate. There's not a lot of room there. Well, this is every bit as long as a full Finau.
Oh, jammed it through just a little. His first bogey of the day. Still, nice start to the round. 4 under on this.
And here's Finau.
Well, this is more like the diagram. Trying to drive this one in there. That just left of it. There's lots of humps and bumps over there.
Yeah, that needs to sit. That needs to sit.
He was asking for it to drift right just 1 yard, and it's going to cling to the green.
This goes up, and then it's straight downhill to the hole. Right here, straight down.
Wow.
Oh, I can't believe that. I don't think he can believe that either.
And Tony takes care of that one to stay one back. Tony didn't seem too thrilled with that one.
Well, it's very straight. It must not have been off the middle of the club face.
That's a pretty picture here, back at the second, isn't it?
Depends on who you're asking. Finau doesn't appear to like it. Ooh.
Well, that was a double cross there. Yeah, that's the right play right there.
Yep. Good shot, but like you said, safe.
Somewhat of a read from Rahm's putt. That looked a little more jabby than some of the strokes we've seen out of him today, but still effective. And this one's headed up the right-hand side as well. How do those numbers look?
117 club head speed, 286 carry. It's going to be easier than anyone if they miss this green right, pin high.
Well, we're going to see, because that's where this ball's headed.
Bunker.
Finau and Rahm side by side in the bunker at the third.
Playing down into the bowl. You want to just almost stop it at the top.
Oh, something like that.
It's just gorgeous.
And Finau to get to 9 under, get back within 1 of Reed.
This was a low cut that's not cutting. It should catch the left side of the green, though.
Get it carried far enough, deep, back left of the green.
Tough putt.
All right, that to stay 1 back of Reed at the moment. All right, Finau keeps it at -9 as they head up to the 5th. And looks like Finau's got 3 wood there.
Tony.
Well, that's a lot of ball speed. 172 mile an hour with a 3 wood.
20, 25 feet right of the hole in the fat of the green, and the green should help it back to the hole. Well, we're going to find out, because this looks to be going according to plan at this point. Oh, he flew it farther than he intended to.
And it's released on down into one of those catch basins.
The first 10 or 12 feet on the green, and then it heads downhill from here, turning a little right. And his speed has been good. It's been consistently conservative.
Leading to lengthy seconds in these par 4s. Tough to get it close to the flag, and he's having to make 3 and 4 footers to save par.
182 as some cloud cover has taken the sun, cooled the day just a bit.
That was a 7-iron.
And that was just airmailed. You can see that blade is wide open.
He's got such great hands. We know how athletic he is, but the body was so stable there. John mentioned the face wide open. That's a great save.
If that remains the case, then that would be very nice for the leaders going late.
That's another one he's come up and out of the same bunker that Patrick Reed hit it in, so really no chance to go up the green there. We're looking at it from behind here, John. Yeah, it's scary.
We've got to carry it at least over a portion of that penalty area.
A pretty significant lip in front of him, so really couldn't advance it down there too far. That's very similar to what Patrick Reed did. Much room, top of the slope at 20, and the hole location on 23.
This might need to go just a little.
That wasn't even close. You sort of, you're torn. Interesting and challenging. That's what he said these green complexes were. They had enough movement. In 2006, when they started to design this golf course, he was working with Tom Doak, that is Mr. Nicholas, on Sabonic.
Finau with this driving iron that should be able to get 250, 260 out of. That one looks more like 270 to me, though. Well, I think obviously high spin player, go ahead and fire this past the hole, 118 yards, hit it. And at 122, 123 in the air, and if it spins back to the hole, fantastic. If it doesn't, Well, that's what I was talking about right there.
Yeah, he must be listening to you, John.
Like what you said, you know, the shadows are getting long. They look a little bumpy, and you feel like you're trying to read something in it, maybe that's not there. It was always best. Oh, good call, Johnny. Just hung out to the right. It was always best to just trust your instincts and kind of let it go. Almost try less. Did not
I don't
cut.
think that's what he had in mind anyway.
Yeah, just in the rough, John, but it's not going to hurt him. Safe shot.
Go. Go.
This is just barely going to cover that bunker. He hasn't three-putted, Robert.
That's impressive on these greens, and he is coming up short. You put it on him. Good putt, good round, and great position going into the weekend, though.
I'm just glad he didn't three-putt after I said that.
That's true.